are you doing? You're both too big for the tree. You can't sit in there together. Get out. Hi guys, it's Crystal, and welcome to my first seriously Halloween tutorial, Baby Pumpkins. Bam! They're cute as hell, okay? To start this mani off, I'm using my Ready for Takeoff peel-off base coat from Mont nail lacquer. I'm doing this because a lot of these manis are only going to be worn for a day or two, and if I wear them at work, they pop off, so I don't want, a bunch of chipping and damaged looking stuff going on. I'd rather just be able to pop it off. So, base coat that peels off it is. For my base color, I'm using Twinkled-T from Superchic Lacquer. This is from her recently released Spill the Tea collection. I have swatches of that as well on my channel. This is so pretty. I tried to go really thin on the first coat because I knew I was going to do 2 coats. This polish is a 1-coater. All the polishes in that collection pretty much were 1-coaters. But I didn't want to end up with a thick base. I do want enough of base though so that if I stamp and mess it up, I can take off the layer of stamping without stripping the entire base coat of polish. It's just a thing for me. It's something I do. It's one of the things that helps me stamp easier and have a lot less cleanup going on. To protect my cuticles, I'm using my Simply Peel from Bliss Kiss. This bottle is actually almost out and it's the last one I have, so I'm going to end up switching to something else soon. Which isn't really a hardship. I've got tons of cuticle protectors laying around here, literally. And I just have gotten used to using this one. For the first stamping plate, because there are 2, we have the Make Your Mark 1 from Lina Nail Art Supplies. And for the first polish I'm going to stamp with, I'm using R.E.M. from Superchic Lacquer. It's a black hollow. And my extra large clear stamper from Twinkled-T for the actual stamping. This is my favorite for reverse stamping, and since we got some regular and some reverse, I decided to use it. Now, I mentioned that R.E.M.'s a black hollow for a reason. Most hollows don't stamp, and I've tried all the black hollows I have to stamp with, and it's always like a grayish sheen that you get. But watch this right here. That is straight black. That is straight, perfectly pigmented black hollow that stamps. Holy shit. I'm almost sweared there. I try to keep things clean on this channel, but yeah, holy shiz. That is the bomb. I'm going to do a little on-camera cleanup this time with my number 2 cleanup brush from Twinkled-T. I normally don't do it. As you see, when I clean up, I rub a little acetone on my skin to make sure the brush isn't too wet, and then I usually clean up around the cuticles. And I usually don't show my cleanup on camera because I'm kind of a hot mess with it. But I decided there wasn't a lot of cleanup, I'd go ahead and do it this time. This is probably all you're getting, guys, though, so eat it up, because it's not happening again. Next, I'm going to cover this with my Marvel Liquid Macro Top Coat from Superchic Lacquer. This is a fast dry top coat, and it's become a quick favorite. My bottle is already a quarter of the way empty, and it hasn't started getting thick on me yet. That's why a lot of my top coats I've been cycling through, because I'm trying to find one that I can use all of the bottle without it getting really thick. So I'm testing this one out for that. The second plate we're going to use is the 4 Seasons Autumn 1 plate, also from Lina. And then Vibin stamping polish from Twinkled-T is going to be used this time, which they just restocked. Thank Jeebus, because I needed a couple bottles. I'm using this one tiny pumpkin image off this plate. It's super cute, super little. When I pick it up on the stamper, I did end up picking a whole bunch of the other designs around it. So I just took some regular desk tape and kind of went around and pulled those off. I also had a cat hair on the stamper. Not sure if it's Whiskers or Baby J, but they're both cat criminals, so they're probably in cahoots no matter which one of them's fur it is. And I had to peel that off with the tape as well. To color in my pumpkin, I'm using Juicy from Superchic Lacquer. This is also part of that Spill the Tea collection. And I'm using my crystal dotting tools from Twinkled-T. These dotting tools come in a pack of 3. This is the largest tip in the pack, and I'm using it because the pumpkin's just very big, and it's a lot faster to color in this way than if I use one of the smaller tools. It also will make sure that when I'm dabbing on those edges where, you know, the lines don't fully meet because that's how it was designed, that I will still get a round edge and the pumpkin will still look flawless. Well, as flawless as possible. I mean, this is me. I'm not going to mention how many pumpkins I may have ruined by dabbing too hard or pulling, you know, some of the polish up but still. I tried to do this design late at night for the first time. This is like the second time. The second time I went through and did the design. The first time it was a test, and the second time I actually did it and filmed it. And the first time I killed quite a few pumpkins because I'm a pumpkin disaster artist. For the little smaller parts, I literally just flip the tool over and use the smaller end because this really large end and this really tiny end are located on the same dotting tool in that set, and they were perfect together. Then, of course, I flip the design over. I do this all the time. I make sure everything's colored in. There's no weird blank spots. To apply it, I'm just putting some top coat on a regular old makeup sponge. I buy these from Walmart in like, I think a pack of 100. It's a really thick pack. I'm not sure if it's 100 or 150. And I'm not dabbing the whole nail because I really just need to dab the spot my pumpkin is going to go. And once it's all dabbed down and I've got that top coat there and it's wet, but not too wet. It's got to be wet enough to be sticky, but not so wet you're going to smudge. I'm stamping my pumpkin down. And see, this is why we didn't need a more Simply Peel, is because the pumpkin literally went in the middle of the nail. I wasn't going to get any polish anywhere else or make a mess like I would have with a bigger design. I covered this with another layer of that liquid macro top coat. And then I had cute little baby pumpkins. I tilted them different directions on each nail, as you can see in like the moving photos and the still photos, just because I didn't want them too uniform. But they're super adorable, and I'm super excited that I chose this one to start off my whole Halloween thing with, because this is actually the first Halloween tutorial that I had filmed. And I didn't know if I was going to post it first, but I felt like it had to go first. I just did. I hope you guys are excited as I am for this season, series, everything. Fall, Halloween, and Christmas are like my big holidays. They're the ones I love, and I'm super excited. I'm already working on stuff for Christmas. How crazy is that? And yeah. As usual, though, I hope you guys enjoyed this. All the items used will be linked in the description box, and if you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. And hit the subscribe button for more fun stuff and tutorials and my craziness. And I will see you guys next time.